All right, let's begin Remind. A little charm in the hopes we'll never be apart again. From Kyrie. Again, looking like a Union Cross face there. Here it begins. Cutscene crazy.
May your heart be your guiding key.
Picture this. A black goat stashes away a letter, then orders a white goat to search for it. What could his intentions possibly be?
Great! A riddle. Just what I need.
There are many possibilities. Perhaps he forgot where it's hidden. Or he's playing a prank. Or the letter has truly gone missing. I can think of several reasons offhand. Guessing is simply useless.
Well, then just follow your orders. Plain and simple.
Yes, that's what I've always done. I follow the orders from above, without question. However, I sometimes can't help but read into my opponent's strategy.
Too long on the job?
If the contents of the box are so unknown, why is it of such critical importance to the organization? Furthermore, was it Xehanort or Xemnas who gave the order?
Well, it's tricky.
All Xehanort cares about is the clash between the 7 lights and 13 darknesses. It's unlikely he would hold such an interest in this mysterious box. Which means the order was issued by Xemnas, or the one who informed me of my task, you.
As if. It must have been Xemnas.
My inquiries suggested otherwise.
Oh man, you asked him.
What are your intentions?
Look, I don't know what's inside the box, but it's been protected by Keyblade wielders since way back when. Aren't you curious? I heard it contains information that's vital to all Keyblade wielders. Secrets.
And where did you hear this?
I don't remember. I keep my eyes and ears wide open, but I've traveled so many different places. It's hard to keep everything straight, you know?
If this box is truly as important as you say, why now? I believe you discovered that others also seek it, and you need to find it before anyone else does, in order to keep your connection to the box a secret from those around you. Xigbar, who are you really? No matter. It doesn't make a difference to me. It's all the same. I'm content to feign ignorance.
Here comes the most important question of the whole Remind, I think.
The question is, who are you, Luxord?
And that is the question, because when you play through Union Cross enough, you find that Lorium and Elrina are Larxene and Marluxia, if you're observant enough. And so that's why those two were chosen to become Keyblade, or to become nobodies.
No.
But where did Luxord and Demyx come from? Several of the things seem
We'll
to
find
suggest that they
Kyrie.
are also ancient
Let's head back to
Keyblade
Master Yen
wielders,
Sid.
but we still
We can
don't know
figure it
their
out.
origin.
No. I know what to do.
Demyx's
Sora!
sitar very much has a kind of Keyblade look to it,
My
combined
whole
with the
journey
nobody look to it.
began the day I lost her. And every time I find her,
And
she slips away again.
so
I
it's
thought we'd
possible
finally
that
be
both of
together,
these two are connected to it
but
as
she's
well.
out there,
Maybe they'll appear
alone,
in something else coming to
not
Union
for one
Cross.
more second.
If, like Luciu was talking about, 5
That's right.
dandelions were chosen as new
Thank you,
Union
Donald.
leaders
Goofy.
and
But this time,
sent forward
I have
in
to
time
go
or
it
to another
alone.
world line or whatever.
Sora, listen. The power of waking
And
isn't to go
so-
chase hearts around. Even if you do locate
Turn this
Kyrie,
down for a bit. We've seen this
you might
cutscene
never
already.
come home to us again.
As I talk about this, because I think it's a little bit more interesting at the moment.
Please.
But so who are Luxord and Demyx? Are they going to be connected? Most likely, what Luciu was talking about is going to be the next expansion to Union Cross, what they're planning on. The post-Keyblade War, Union leaders rising up, which eventually leads to Scala at Kylum and where Xehanort and Erica studied. And how there's a traitor among one of those 5, just as there was supposed to be a traitor among the original 5, though we never found out who. And maybe that will all be revealed in the time to come. And maybe Demyx and Xigbar are going to be, or Luxord, I mean, are going to be revealed in that. But Luxord is definitely a mysterious guy. He's figured out a lot more than others have. And also he gave Sora a wild card, which we still don't know what it's for, but we're kind of guessing, hoping it's going to help recover him. Turn this back up now, because this is a more important little new cutscene. Oh, very much so. Yeah, that's right. This is Master of Masters and Xehanort. I wasn't sure who it was at first, but apparently it is the same voice actor from the one in back cover, so everybody else says it's definitely Master of Masters. Which is a possibility. I would not be surprised if they eventually did a reveal and he was somebody else, though.
So?
He does act like Master of Masters, though, so it's probably just him.
Yeah. It wards off darkness. It's useful.
Told ya. So, how'd it go? The tour.
And this is the journey he talked about in Secret Report 2, I think. He went to see all the worlds and he was using
I
the
learned
pathways through darkness
reason for
and
my
the coat here
existence.
given to him by Master of Masters.
Oh! Tell me more.
all around the world. People live seemingly peaceful lives. They believe themselves to be moral and virtuous, but it's all an act. Darkness lurks in the pit of everyone's heart. Their light is a total farce.
Sounds like your trip around the world opened your eyes, but you got a little bit more than you anticipated. You must have seen a lot of darkness.
Those who are weak and who desire greater power simply strip the strong of their power and convince themselves they've earned it. That's how people become tainted by darkness. They believe what they want to believe, using hollow reasons as justification. They repeat this cycle, and their darkness grows.
So you're saying the weak feel the need to justify their actions to maintain a sense of self. Can't let that slide?
No, it's better they be ruled by darkness. People carry delusions of having power, but it's a lie. They are but sheep pretending to be wolves. Though I admit, I can understand why.
Oh, I've never heard that one before. A Keyblade wielder willing to side with the darkness? Why not just let them be until the darkness consumes them?
Because left alone, the world would fall to chaos. There needs to be order.
You sure about that? Why not just sit back and watch it play out?
Understanding hearts is difficult. More so the emotions within. I simply realize that it's easy to dismiss what you don't comprehend.
All right, all right. The world needs you. I'll grant you that one.
I don't know what I can do, but I will act. What comes next is too important.
I suppose letting false light dictate the future might be a pretty lousy move. So, you can make a change. You have that power. What do you want for the world?
Power, eh? Who knows? My training's coming to an end, and the exam's not far off. Maybe I can gain some clarity then.
You're letting the exam decide? Listen to me. The results don't matter. You believe the world needs you. Sounds like you already know where you're headed.
It's funny. Somehow, I can sense where I'm supposed to go, and what I'm supposed to do. Yes. Even this coat. There's something familiar about it. As if I'm meant to wear this.
No. You'll ditch it soon.
What do you mean?
I mean that one day you're going to outgrow it.
How so?
If you truly possess great power, the darkness can't control you. You won't need a silly old coat to stay safe. In fact, you'll be the one controlling the darkness instead. Me, on the other hand, I'm too much of a scaredy cat to ever take mine off.
Who are you, really? Some kind of fortune teller?
Well, I could lie and tell you that's what I am when I'm actually a brilliant artist, or even a scholar. I could tell you that I dream of world peace, when I'm actually planning for its destruction. The truth is what you see with your eyes, not what you hear.
So, your name?
What did I just... Never mind. I guess there's no harm. My name is... I'm a lost master.
Lost master?
It could very well still be Mushu, though.
May your heart be your guiding key.
Or do they actually credit him as Master of Masters? I think they do. But still, the way he says Lost Master sounds weirder. 75 years later. So in other words, it was 65 years, so he was an old man then.
What's so funny, old man?
Erica's
sharing
must have
with
been
us?
close to the same still. He must have been like no younger than 15, so that 65 would have put him at 80. He looked really good for an 80-year-old man.
I stand here today because of a fated encounter. Very many years ago, when I was still a young lad. I never learned who he was, and perhaps I never will. But I see now the truth he spoke of.
We don't have time for bedtime stories. Without the kid, we're still down a 13th vessel. And as for the other 12, only 3 of us are here right now. Are you absolutely sure the others made their way back to their respective times?
So this makes a lot more sense after Dream Drop Distance, because they said that Sora was their 13th there. And so that's what we're referring to here.
Marluxia and Larxene are both here in this time, attempting to locate the new Seven Hearts. Luxord is also somewhere about in this age, but after our last meeting, he went in search of something per your order. Isn't that so?
Huh. Oh, that. Right. Well, let's just say that what he's doing will benefit us in the long run. But it's really of no importance right this second. Go on.
Playing your cards close as usual. All right. The hearts of Ansem, Xemnas, Vanitas, Riku Replica, and young Xehanort returned to where they came from and reassembled once more. Each of them is seeking a guardian of light.
So, the ones who turned human, and then back again into nobodies are me, you, Luxord, Marluxia, and Larxene, that's 5. The ones from the past transferred into replicas are Ansem, Xemnas, Vanitas, Riku Replica, and the old man's younger self. Then we add the old man in, the total comes up to 11. I think we're still missing 2.
Now we must discuss why we have assembled here today. My incarnations from past times, vessels into which I transferred my heart, my essence, were destroyed. Thus I was restored to what you see now. For one to completely disappear, their heart and body must be restored to their original form. That is one reason why I distributed my heart into several vessels. Ansem and Xemnas originated from Terra, or rather his young form, and it too was restored. However, my heart has returned to me, while his is yet lost. I decided to
Mostly a
fill
bit
this
of mumbo
hollow
jumbo,
vessel
but there
with
is
my
some
heart. Indeed, the very same heart that previously
explanation
resided
for this,
within
sort of. He should
young
have
Terra.
returned as Terranort, really,
So that makes 12.
after Xemnas and Ansem were defeated
Then
and he was
who do we get to
recompleted.
replace
But he
the
was
kid?
so out there anyway, you
20
can
replicas were
BS this
created
kind
by
of stuff.
Vexen. The first 12 were nothing more than puppets, barely human. The prototype model was the Riku replica, and then number I was made. That leaves us with 6. Ansem, Xemnas, Vanitas, Riku replica.
But if his heart had
and
such
young
hold
Xehanort's
over
hearts.
Terra, he could have been restored to
5
his original
vessels,
body,
1
since
left.
it was essentially
Vexen and
transformed
Demyx are
into part of his heart
candidates, but
anyway.
backups at best. The plan for the last replica
And so that's why it was
is to
fully
give it a
freed, and
heart
Terra
that is
was
connected to
reconstructed, but he was
Sora's.
still comatose, his heart
Connected to
buried.
Sora.
And then Xehanort was able to just go
Anyone in
back and
mind?
re-spark his heart.
The second prototype that was created, number I. Though erased from memory, it remained in Vexen's records. Its existence is greatly linked to Sora's memories, and thus should prove to be more than adequate for our needs.
Number I. An imaginary number. How fitting.
While young Xehanort is occupied with transferring hearts, I must go fulfill my duty. I will go and retrieve Vexen.
Reliable as always. It sounds to me like you've got everything dependably under control. Well, I'm off to do my part.
The plan, as we agreed upon.
May your heart be your guiding key.
May the Force be with you. And now's when the real shenanigans start. Now that we've seen the cutscenes that we should have seen during the regular game. Weird that they're using the dumb Dream Eater music.
Back so soon? What's wrong?
Well...
Oh. Even with the power of waking, you can't just bring someone back.
But Kyrie's heart hasn't been lost yet. She's still with us, right?
Maybe, but this time, I'm afraid the situation is a lot worse.
Hey, I've already restored 6 hearts. What's one more?
But that's not how it's supposed to work at all. The power of waking is meant to be used to wake and restore sleeping hearts, not to restore them after they've completely faded away from existence. You've done that 6 times before, and as a result, you've managed to greatly alter the course of history itself. You've broken a nature taboo.
Nature...
A forbidden act. Break a taboo of nature, and you'll end up paying an extraordinary price.
Oh.
Which is one of those other things I kind of call BS on. It was all a very contrived situation.
So, what's the price?
I really don't get it.
You'll lose your powers. You won't be
Especially
able to
since
use the
it's not
power of
actually
waking.
going to. Nobody
That's all?
watching this, especially
No
after the
problem.
secret endings and stuff,
But that's
believes
not
that
all.
Sora's going to be lost
You
forever.
yourself
These
will
next
vanish from this
few
world.
games are going to be all about the
And
journeys to
without
try
your
and recover
powers,
him, sure.
You can't return to the world you
But nobody
came
believes
from.
it's going to fail, that anybody else is going to be the main protagonist
don't
of
care.
Kingdom Hearts 4.
What?
There's a lot I don't understand. But I know that this is all I can do right now. I have to do everything I can to get Kyrie back. That's the whole reason behind my journey.
I can't stop you, can I?
Nope.
Also,
I have to
what were
follow
the
my
6
heart.
hearts he restored?
Well, then this really is goodbye.
Because he did 7 before.
So listen carefully to me.
If it's the time that he did it then, it was Riku, Aqua,
You'll return
Ventus,
to the past
Mickey,
again.
Donald,
But you
Goofy,
won't be able
and
to
Lee.
rewrite it this
Axel.
time.
That's 7. So
No
what are
matter
the 6
what
hearts that he
happens,
restored?
You have to accept it and move on.
Did they miscount? Or are they referring to another event that somehow doesn't seem to make any sense? Okay, well, that was a lot of cutscenes. We're just going to leave it there, I think. I've already checked all that stuff, so, and all my abilities. Still got 14 points left. So we're going to end this video here.